And now, our feature presentation.
You are watching a master at work.
Welcome to a special episode of Silver and Black Experience. My name is Rafael Chacín, as known as El Capitán Rafucho, and here we are with another special episode coming out to you. Because after interviewing a tight end from the North Carolina Tar Heels, Court Halsey, right now we're getting to involve like a great athlete. Right now he's playing as a defensive back at the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga Athletics. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce the man of the hour right now, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Clay Fields III. So how's it going? Welcome to the Silver and Black Experience, the draft countdown, because right now the NFL draft is coming around to the corner, which is in Detroit, Michigan. So how you feel about it?
Everything's good. I appreciate you having me here on the show.
Yeah, I just have a look at a few questions right now. So I know that you play as defensive back with how could a transfer from a race where they spent 5 years, and then he just joined up for a season in college player. But I think that you just play like defensive back and safety. You had to balance all your football career. So right now, what was the biggest play that you ever played at your position at the University of Tennessee? What was like the biggest moment that you had in your football career?
Well, the biggest moment I had in my football career probably would be actually at Marist College, my final season there. So we were playing Stetson University down in DeLand, Florida, and within the last, I would probably say about 90 seconds of the game, I actually had a 90-yard punt return touchdown as well as a 75-yard pick six to kind of seal the game for us. And that was just a big moment for me, just for the reason that it was a tie game. Um, pretty, it was pretty, it was a pretty rough day, just going back and forth. The weather in Florida, as much people, a lot of people know, hot, humid, and especially being from up north, it's a little difficult to adjust to and really get used to. And it was just a big moment for me and my team. And I'm just happy
Mm.
that I got the chance to be able to show what a lot of my training was for in the off season.
Right now, you just all right. So right now, you just play with the University of Tennessee, which is Chattanooga, and you share with Clay Fields, Dick Adams, Jeremiah Batiste, also Josh Battle. So how was like the chemistry about for this team supporting like great defense? Also, what was about for the tight ends, for the quarterback? What was like the chemistry about for the team at the University of Chattanooga in your career?
Um, in my opinion, I feel like this year was a big thing for us was to have each other's backs. Because as everyone knows, when you play football, one side of the ball sometimes does better than the other. And for example, offense might not be clicking one day. That means the defense might have to step up and make some plays in order to support them, and vice versa. And for us, that was a big thing, especially going in the off season, spring ball, things like that. We wanted to push each other as much as we can, and just to show that no matter what, we have each other's backs. And I felt like we showed that this year as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there you go. And of course, I just wanted to tell you about because in your career, you just born in Sunset, New Jersey. And
Hmm.
right now, you're just born in New Jersey because they have a huge impact in sports, not only in New Jersey, but also in New York. But um, but right now, you playing as a defensive back in the number three. So if you're gonna be selected at the NFL Draft 2024, and right now, because you're born in Somerset, New Jersey, because it's very close to the New York Giants, the New York Jets. So what team will be landed if you're gonna draft it at the 2024 NFL Draft?
My opinion, I honestly would go anywhere that would take me, in my opinion. Um, I just feel like sometimes you can't be too picky because at the end of the day, one person might like you and the other one might not. And that's okay as long as it's the right fit for you and your play style, and along with like the scheme and stuff and the whole as a whole. I feel like you're gonna make something happen no matter where you're at.
because they have a lot of talents and some athlete players like because for example there was a lot of football players who play at quarterback, wide receiver, also running back. They have the birthplace, but they just selected this birthplace because right now New York has very huge and important for the Giants, also for the Jets, and also for the Buffalo Bills because they had only three teams at the New York and state, which is the Buffalo Bills, which is in New York Jets, New York Giants. And I think that that connection between the New York sports, including for football, I mean, that was very huge. And I know that you play for the University of Tennessee, but right now the closest thing it's the Tennessee Titans because remember about for Ryan Lewis, which is like
Mhm.
one of the players right now. So Ryan Lewis, I mean, they just selected the 2023 NFL draft and to just call like putting coffee in the mayo, and that was like the weirdest thing about it. So I know that several players have a lot of great talent, but you right now, Clay Fields, I mean, you just became like one of the talented players in the University of Tennessee. And I think that don't be surprised it's gonna be like very selective because right now there has a huge talent an NFL draft. So expect the unexpected. So who knows is gonna be like selected in what like any teams gonna happen because some of the teams they just need extra help at defense. Some teams they not.
Mhm. I just feel like, in my opinion, especially with me, I get overlooked a lot just because sometimes some before I came to Chattanooga, Marist College was a very small school, and the talent level compared to other conferences in the country, some people kind of look down on it. And once I did hit the transfer portal, I just feel sometimes that I got overlooked, and I feel hopefully mm, some NFL teams look past that and kind of look at my resume a little bit and kind of shows that even though I was playing in those different in that conference, that when you watch the film, that I feel like, in my opinion, that I still was playing very well. And just I would probably say and just I would say just trust me and just take a chance. And yeah, I'm not gonna let you down.
There you go. There you go. So right now, I just wanted to save it because I wanted to share like a click right now. So here it is, like just like a clip. So hold it up for a minute right now. So I just want to think thought because right now let's see if I already share right now. So that's Clay Fields number three. So let's get off in the number three. And he makes like timely interception versus Ferdman. So right now, let's check them out for the video right now. So I hope this is not gonna crash off the internet. So let's see what the cap is right now. So yeah, so there's gonna the mute right now. All right, so I hope ultimate player against Furman, which is like amazing having to go for it. So there you go. All right, let's see what I got because so let's see what I got right here. Mm-hmm. And then there you go. All right. So I know the video is to keep loading, but right now let's see what I got. All right. So there it is. Oh, there you go. Wow. I mean, that was just like very amazing because right now, because there's like a great interception. I mean, in University of Chattanooga, they just have like an amazing talent, and right now you see like all these things because right now you just see like an interception against Ferdman for the championship. I mean, that was like an amazing. So, how was like dealing with that interception against Furman on the championship of the second round? This is where they had to go for the interception right now. So it's where they had to go to like struggling with the defense, also with the lack of the defense right now. So how you feel about the interception?
For me, it was definitely I would probably want to say it's a tone setter for the game. Um, for me, it was a big thing just for especially me personally because that was my first one of the year. Even though it came a little late, but it was definitely still in a great time just to show and playoffs, big time players make big time plays, and that was definitely a huge play in the beginning of the game, just because it gave us a little momentum to start off the game.
Hmm. And I know they'd be like, because right now, not only you just like a defensive back, but also like safety out of the Morris College. Because I think right now, because you just came out here for the college transfer, which is like very huge important. I mean, he was just like, and you became like one of the biggest important things at this moment right now. So I just I just really thought of it because right now they have an amazing talents. Also, they just got like at a brow, like at a great attention. So how was like the balance in between from defensive back to safety? I know that you play like different positions at the college football. So how you went for defensive back to safety? Because there's like a much versatility, speed, and of course you just made like great plays when you go to play at the University of Tennessee of Chattanooga. I mean, how was it between of the transfer between the defensive end, defensive back to safety? I was like, because there's like a different balance for the career.
hmm I would probably say the balance between the two is really, I think, definitely shows my versatility, and my ability to play multiple positions at the next level. And along with that, like it's a little more similar than you think, because back at Marist, I kind of played. It was kind of the same thing in terms of me playing more of a free safety role, where I would roll down to the weak side sometimes, depending on if the passing strength was into the boundary. And I got a lot more of that in Chattanooga. So the balance between the two was very similar, especially with the defense that we were running. It was kind of interchangeable in a sense. So it wasn't too much of a difference that I had to go through in order playing nickel or safety.
Hmm. Well, there you go. And of course, I just wanted to say about it, Mr. Clayfield's third. So I know that you just play for the defensive end and safety. So what was like the biggest inspiration to play at this position in college football? Do you have like a inspiration? Do you grow up and watching like football games and all about that? So tell me about what was your biggest inspiration to convert you as a football athlete?
Definitely, I would probably say the biggest inspiration that I had was my father, because he played football. He started kind of late, maybe closer from middle school, beginning of high schoolish timeline. I'm not exactly sure the exact time, but that definitely was an inspiration for me, because unfortunately he didn't have the chance to go to the college level to play because of injury. But I feel like that was definitely my biggest inspiration in terms of playing, and especially he was also a defensive back as well, and a lot of things that he taught me carried over in terms of like my mindset of playing defense, and in terms of tackling, going for the ball, different things like that. Definitely was a huge inspiration for me.
That's right. And of course, I just wanted to tell like another question. While you are in the University of Tennessee at the Chattanooga, I mean, you just play like great positions, and also you became like a you're by quality right now. So how is like the chemistry between your teammates? Because right now you have a great football IQ, and you just became like a to manipulate coverage, forcing quarterbacks to make false drops and creating turnovers. But I think that what was like the experience of the chemistry along with Coach Rumsey to help you understand about for the road, how about for the coverage and putting like the offense on the line. So what was like playing with the chemistry between Coach Rumsey about for the defense?
Playing for Coach Rumsey at Maris was definitely an experience, because he allowed me, as because a big thing for him was disguising, in terms of just making a lot of our coverages look different than what they really are. And that kind of played into my strength as I got older in my college career, because I kind of got an understanding of what teams in our conference like to do in terms of like the RPO game, which is like huge nowadays in the college level. So I kind of use that to my advantage because a lot of these QBs are doing a lot of pre-snap reads and showing them one picture, then changing it on the snap of the ball. Definitely played in our favor in terms of a lot of the coverages that we played in.
All right, so right now we just got out like a the formation right now, but here we go. So, and of course, there's like the two questions more because right now it just seem like because I know there's like a technical issues right now. All right, so I know that some of the football players they have on the music playlist to warm up to this training about. So, what was this like? Because some of the football players they just have like the workout songs to put on the playlist to go out and see what's happening. So, what was like your favorite artist to get in like really pumped when you go to the field and get concentrated when you go for the plays right now?
For me, I like to listen to a variety of music just because uh, different types of music affects people differently. So for me, in order to like when we go out to like pregame warm-ups, I'll listen to different people like artists like Little Baby, Little Dirk, different things like that. Then once we come back into the locker room, I would like to sometimes I like to slow it down, listen to a little bit of R&B just to calm my body down and so I can really sit and focus. Then right before the game, I like to go back to like different rap and hip hop type of music. Like I said, Lil Durk, Lil Baby, Lil Papa, a lot of guys out here that have really upbeat music and to really get you focused and locked into the game.
Hmm. Well, and of course, I just want to see to, and of course, we want to see like a last question for you, Mr. Clayfield Sturt. So, if you like, because right now, if you're here playing for the University of Chattanooga, which is University of Tennessee, so what was like because what was like the first time that you being like selected at the University of Tennessee? Do you have like a great opportunity to play along with the coach Ramsey and playing out for the defense 5-5-3? And of course, what was like the experience? Because right now, the University of Tennessee, they have like a great public, a great crowd. So they just wanted to see like all those fans cheering up. So what was like the experience along with those fans cheering up for the University of Tennessee, which is in Chattanooga athletes? So what was like the experience to have that connection with those fans?
I think definitely it was a great experience. Like you said, I'm a transfer from Marist College, so the school's a lot smaller, which kind of means our fans is a little smaller. But definitely coming down to Chattanooga with a bigger fan base was a big difference for me, just because a lot of those people at those games are really into it, and they definitely support all sports at Chattanooga. And I feel like I said, it's a great experience and that I felt that support and trust behind me when I'm out there on the field makes me feel a lot better and also makes me play better.
Yep, there you go right now. So I just wanted to tell you that Mr. Clayfield Sturd, I'm very appreciative about that. And thanks for having us in this special interview for the NFL draft. Because right now, the NFL draft 2024 is round ahead to the corner, and there is a lot of talented players going out to see for the draft. This is going to happen on every team because there's 32 teams, there's thousands of football players in different college only get selected because right now the draft countdown it's upon us because this month of April is going down right now. So right now I just wanted to tell you that thank you very much, Clayfield Stir, to having us in this interview. And then of course hit the like button, subscribe, and of course ring the bell for the notification on my channel. Rafael Chacín, as no es el Capitán Rafucho. I will see you there next time at the next episode of Civil and Black Experience, the draft content. So have a good one, folks, and have a good weekend. Salute to you.